The Oswego Players welcome you to the Frances Marion Brown Theater in the Oswego Civic Arts Center in Fort Ontario Park. We remind you that there is no smoking anywhere in the building and that for the performance you silence all cell phones and pagers. Photography and recordings of any kind during the performance are strictly prohibited. In case of an emergency, exits are to the left and right of the stage, with the exit to the right leading to a ramp. Other exits are available at the back of the theater into the lobby and backstage to the left and right. Thank you for coming to the theater, and we invite you to sit back and enjoy the show.
Welcome to 1917 and Fort Ontario. The world is in the midst of a great war, and I am stationed here in Oswego as part of Hospital Unit N. This is my story, yeah? My war with the United States. Oh, don't be alarmed, man. It's not my war against the United States. I'm not some kind of German spy. No. It's my war with it. I enlisted in New York City as part of a volunteer recruitment effort by the U.S. Army. Almost everybody here at Fort Ontario is a volunteer, from the enlisted men to the doctors and their officers as well. I left my native Bemelmans, Austria, only 3 years ago. I was just 16. Back home in Austria, I was put to work as a hotel for my uncle and aunt, but no matter what job my uncle gave me, I could not seem to do it right. So he was determined to straighten me out. He gave me a choice. I could go to a correctional institute, yeah, or a boarding school on a ship for unruly boys, or I could go to America. So here I am. Back home in Austria, all I knew about America was what I'd read in the books. I'd read Fenimore Cooper's books about Indians in the wilderness around Oswego, and I was determined to be ready for whatever and whomever I might encounter in the wild outside New York City. So I bought 2 revolvers and a lot of ammunition. But I suppose things have changed a bit since Cooper's days, yeah? Oswego, New York. A town with no tall buildings, huh? A hospital, a movie theater, 1 hotel, and a streetcar. But those of us here in Hospital Unit N, us non-medical personnel, are learning how to care for the soldiers.
Bemelmans! Private Bemelmans, where are you? Where is that boy? Report for duty right now! Where are you?
Off? Daydreaming again, I suppose.
Private Bemelmans, reporting for duty.
About time. You're in the army now. Time you learn some discipline. It's all about being on time, rules and all that.
are the nurses. You know, the pretty ones.
Beauty has nothing to do with completing a job.
Maybe not, but it certainly helps the time go faster.
Hey, beauty is in the eye of the beholder, remember.
And I do not behold any beauty here.
What? Show me how to make this bed!
Me? Again?
Yes, you. Again and again until I say you've got it correct! Beardsley, demonstrate.
Me?
Yes, you.
But you pointed at him.
I changed my mind! Now do it!
Stand back, everyone, and watch the master at work. Done! Good enough for any soldier to sleep in.
Stop it! That's wretched! Wretched, I tell you!
Listen, bed making is nurses' jobs.
Consider yourselves all nurses!
Wait, what?
Nurse Cavanaugh, come in here.
Yes, Nurse Powers?
Soldier. Nurse Cavanaugh, I want you to make this bed.
Yes, Nurse Powers.
She knows very well.
Excellent. Thank you, Cavanaugh. Soldier! Thank you, Cavanaugh. Now this is what I expect of each of you.
Nurse Powers, I don't think she did it right. Look, the corner, it's all loose, yeah?
Private, do you know how many bedpans there are in this hospital unit?
No.
Do you know how many times those bedpans are used and need to be emptied and cleaned?
No.
Do you know how many sheets get soiled every day?
No.
Do you know how many men need to be wiped clean every day because they can't do it themselves?
No! I don't know.
Do you want to find out firsthand?
No.
Then I suggest you and your fellow soldiers practice making these beds until you got it right. So right that I can bounce a quarter off of them. Now get busy!
Think Nurse Powers is really a man?
No. But he does resemble a streetcar conductor I saw in New York City once. Flat face with a little mustache.
Yeah, they're probably related.
Twin brothers.
Making beds is not funny.
It is when we do it.
Look, soldiers, if you don't do this work right now and get it correct, I will write you up to the colonel. You will be seeing the world through steel bars. Now get to work! Bed checks are tomorrow at 7 a.m. Are you ready for that? I certainly hope so. I hate privates.
Gentlemen, there is no need to panic. Wait here.
What's he up to? He can't teach us anything. He's the sloppiest man here. How does he get away with it? He's got to know somebody higher up.
This is the secret. Fresh, clean sheets, and a pillowcase. I keep this in my locker. Saturday morning, when I get up, I fold back the sheets on my bed like this. Tuck them in neatly. Put on this sheet just so it shows. Do the same with the other. Change the pillowcase, and voila. There you have it. After inspection, I just take the clean sheets back where I had them, and it's back to normal.
I know I don't want to have to be living in dirty sheets all the time. No. Crisp, clean sheets, they feel so good.
Believe me, loving, if you get sent overseas, there'll be no clean sheets to sleep on. This is training, gentlemen. Training for war. Now, who's up to making this bed?
How do you get away with it?
With what?
With the bed. That's a uniform that never fits right. You only shave when you feel like it, huh?
Benny, it's like this, and listen carefully. Some of us who sign on for this war just wanted to disappear for a while. I got my education from Yale, then I'm done with school for now. I just want to relax.
Relax? In the U.S. Army?
Sure. Don't let them fool you. They're not going to send us to fight in the war.
No?
They need us right here too much. Take advantage of the opportunity and learn all you can. You'll be a better man for it. Now, practice those square quarters. I've got to get this back where it came.
Beardsley and I became good friends, even though we hadn't known each other for very long. We were like brothers who get along. I learned a lot from him about the army and about life. For instance, he is an excellent cook, yeah? I learned how to make a bed. Oh. Nurse Powers, on the other hand, I never would get to like her. The men all detest her. She's crooked and makes us feel like we can't do anything right. Some of the other nurses, they weren't so bad. Life wasn't all bad. Sometimes on Sundays during the summer, the nurses like to sit out at the edge of the parade grounds and look out over Lake Ontario. From a distance, in their white dresses, they look like little gulls resting on the grass. So they like to make fun of us because we can't make beds as well as they can. So, one day I decided to teach them a lesson. I wanted to show them I could do something they could not do. So, I went to the livery stable and picked out a horse. Near where the nurses like to sit is a large ditch, so I got on the horse. And I rolled towards the ditch, faster and faster, and when we got to the ditch, the horse stopped and threw me over his head, and then tore back off for the livery stables, jumping over several of the captain's children on the way. The next day, there's a big sign on the bulletin board. Privates were not allowed to ride in front of officers' row. Oh, it was so embarrassing. I just wanted to disappear, but there was nowhere to go on camp. After training, we were set upon working at the old veterans ward, taking care of these men who had done their duty way back and just needed a little help to get back on their feet.
Teddy Roosevelt was the best of the best.
I know he was, but did you ride with the Rough Riders?
No.
Then how do you know they were the best of the best?
Oh, I just know, that's all.
Well, I rode with General Wheeler. Fighting Joe used to say that a single battle for the Union was worth 15 years of your life. Gone now, he is. Died in '06.
San Juan Hill was the battle.
Things were hard in those days. I am sorry I can't go and fight right now. But if General Pershing were to call, I'd go. Too bad my legs don't work so good anymore.
Did I tell you I met Grant before he died?
All right. Lights out. Time to get you old-timers into bed, yeah?
What did he say?
He says it's lights out.
But we ain't even gotten started yet, Sonny.
Time's up. Licht aus. Zu Bett, ja?
Who does he think he is?
I'm in charge. That's who I am. I'm Ward Master. As the rule is 9 o'clock, lights out. This is the army, men, but the rules are rules. Licht aus.
Jawohl. Leaked out. But he didn't say we couldn't turn them back on. Keep the lights on, Sonny.
9, 9. Rules are rules. Licht aus. Now you old-timers get into bed before I have you stumbling around in the dark, yeah? The next person who gets out of bed will be shot.
Did you ever hear of General Swan? He was German like you. He made it to Chief of Staff in the Philippines.
Well, did you ever hear of him?
Nein, nein, da hab ich's genug. Regeln sind Regeln.
Private Bemelman.
Private Bemelmans is reporting for duty, sir.
Before we begin, Private, will you surrender your gun to Captain Pedley? We don't want any more shooting around here, do we?
No, sir.
Private, in my day, such reckless action would have been punished with a court-martial. But these are different days, and a different army. At ease. Private, I served with General Henry Lawton in Manila. A wonderful man. They called him the General of the Night.
Yes, sir.
He would get up in the night to fight, they said. He went to Mexico and captured Geronimo. That's history. Those were the days when men were men, followed orders with dispatch. We men, with General Lawton, cleaned out the jungles of the Philippines. Jungle warfare. marched through swamps and wetlands, snakes and bugs as big as your fist. But we did our duty, obeyed our orders to the letter, and stayed behind General Lawton. Private, war is hell. But we don't want to bring that war to Fort Ontario. So what was all that shooting last night?
If I might, sir,
Let him defend himself.
I wasn't going to defend him. Quite the opposite.
Let him speak.
Herr Oberst, es Rosso. Sie sollen meinen Befehl.
English, Bemelmans.
See, it was like this, yeah. The men in the ward where I was assigned would not obey my order of lights out. The rule is lights out at 9 o'clock. And rules are rules, yeah. I learned that in the army.
Very good, Private. Continue.
Rules are rules. After they disobeyed my order of lights out for the third time, I had to do something. So, I told them that the next person who got out of bed would be shot.
So then you shut out the lights.
I simply fired a round into the air.
Was anyone injured, nurse?
No, sir, but still, we had some.
I think, Private, do you realize this is primarily a hospital facility?
Yes.
Our job is to cure the men who are here, not to shoot them.
There's nothing. Yes.
I think under the circumstances, it's best that you be reassigned. Captain Pedley, would you take Private Bemelman down to the guardhouse?
How long is he to be locked up for, sir?
I don't know if we need to lock him up, but put him to work with the other prisoners, work him as hard as those prisoners, and we can hope that if he tastes a bit of prison life, he will change the way he behaves. Would you please, Pedley, would you take the private's gun? Keep it until you're sure it's safe, and then give it back to him. I think this will be best for everyone. Discharge. This is all very funny stuff. It's not worthy of a court-martial. Just put the boy to work, give him some extra discipline, and I think he'll turn out all right.
Here, I think it's safe for you to have this back now. Chamber's empty. Get it cleaned. Get those two to work. I'm going back to the barracks.
What happened to you that you got stuck with us in Pedley?
I heard you shut off more than your mouth in one of the woods.
Regeln sind Regeln, ja.
Huh?
Rules are rules. The men in the ward where I was assigned would not obey my orders, so I fired into the air. Anyway, it's enough about me. I'm not the prisoner here. What happened with you, Frank?
I joined the army, and I didn't like it, so I just left.
You just walked off base?
We both did. Partners in crime, I suppose.
But you can't just go AWOL and not expect them to notice. I mean, look at you now.
Damn, what about you? You shot off your pistol in war. All we did was walk off base.
At least I had permission to have the pistol, yeah?
You like guns, do you?
Before I left Rotterdam, I purchased a couple of pistols and a lot of ammunition. Wanted to be ready for whatever I came in contact with here, but the captain of the ship convinced me to exchange them for something more useful. The rather irksome storekeeper would not give me my money back, so I had to exchange the guns for other hardware. So I took 12 finely chiseled scissors and 3 very complicated pocket knives, which I still don't know how to use. Once when I was at SS I saw this furniture. It was made of very durable material, gunmetal gray, stuffed with horsehair. My plan was to use the same material and have a suit made, one that I could wear for years and years. Then I could save all my money and move back to Tyrol and buy a sawmill and live happily ever after. But it didn't work out that way. At least, now the sawmill part of the story.
And now here you are in charge of us. Don't make sense. You gotta be behind bars like us.
No, Walter. You see, he must have done the right thing. Rules are rules. Haven't you heard?
Well,
Forget it.
the colonel must have thought I was funny. That's why he set me free.
Do you miss working with the nurses?
No.
Some of them are real locals. Have you gone out with any of them?
No, I
There's a chance there. What I wouldn't give to help one of them nurses make a bet, if you know what I mean.
No, I did meet a girl. Her name is Evelyn. She's not one of the nurses, though. She goes to the normal school, yeah.
Local girl?
Yes. Her father's a store repairman in town, yeah. Very strict parents, so she won't even let me put my arm around her.
Pretty?
Oh, yes. She's got this lovely red hair, beautiful white skin with freckles on it, yeah. Back in Austria, we call freckles summer sprouts. Little red dots all over her white face.
Summer sprout.
Now don't you go calling this at her.
I was just repeating what you said. Don't get so perturbed.
You must really like her. Have you kissed her yet?
Well, I tried. But, I don't know. Every time I try to put my arm around her soft little body, she wiggles free. Holds my hands like this. Her parents left us on the porch alone once. And, well, she sat up stiff-like, straightened out her dress, put her lips together like this, and looked straight ahead, as if there was something there to see, which there wasn't, except for the houses across the street. So I tried really slow and smooth-like to move in.
And what happened?
When I went to sneak a kiss, she slapped me hard, and she called me a cow.
Poor boy.
But that stung in more ways than one, huh?
What's happening out there?
Oh, nothing. I'm just taking a break, sir. Yeah?
This is not a vacation. I want to hear those axes hitting wood. Understand, Bemelmans?
Yes, sir.
Now get back to work.
Wish I had a girl.
I left my girl back home. I miss her. That's why I went AWOL.
Yeah. All right, you heard Pedley. Back to work now, yeah? It's funny how things work out, isn't it? I mean, 3 months ago, I was working in a hotel, then in a hospital ward, and now this. Not all that different, I suppose. Always waging on somebody. All right, Walter, Fred, you know the drill.
have to lock it, Bemmy?
No, I don't.
Rules are rules.
I have to stand guard duty now. If you need anything, just holler, okay? I'll leave the door open just a little. Halt! Who goes there? A friend or enemy?
Friend.
Advance, friend, and be recognized, yeah? Oh.
My God, are the Germans come this far? Yes, Enid, mein Herr. Quite an accent you have there, Private.
Yes, sir.
Where is the Colonel's office?
It's right through there, sir, yeah. You know, I never understood why you go through all that. I mean, friend or enemy. If I was the enemy, I certainly wouldn't identify myself, yeah? Anyway, he's just like all the others. I can't help it if my English isn't so good, yeah?
What's wrong, Bemmy?
Well, Pedley told me to clean my gun, but I don't know how.
Walter, here's a gunsmith. Let him show you how.
Oh, no, I don't think so, yeah.
My God, we ain't gonna do nothing now. We've been carrying around axes for weeks and we haven't done nothing. We're not gonna do anything now. We've only got one more week here. Then we go free. You've been real good to us, Bemmy. Let Walt help.
Let me see the gun. I'll explain it to you as I go along. It's simple. Then I'll let you do it, okay?
All right. Well,
now you do it.
Private Bemelmans.
Yes, sir.
So, Private, are you getting the most out of your current duty?
Yes, sir, of course, sir, yeah.
Well, to be honest with you, I thought the Colonel was soft on you. You should be behind bars with the rest of those prisoners, and you would be wearing prison garb like the felonious delinquent you are if I'd had the choice.
But you didn't, did you, sir?
What was that?
Nothing, sir. Nothing at all.
Yes. Well, sit down, Private. I have a story to tell you. It's about time you learn what being in the army is all about.
Oh, that's all right, sir. I'm sure as officer of the day you have many duties. You're probably very busy and you don't...
Nonsense. Sit down.
You know, I'd much rather stand if you don't mind.
Suit yourself, soldier. Now, I dare say when you were still in long curls back in, where was it?
Austria, sir.
Yes, Austria. At that time, I was out marching in the fields with the local militias, preparing for military service. My father was a soldier, a career man, you know.
Oh, no, sir, I didn't know.
Well, he was. Fought with the Union in Pennsylvania. I always wanted to be just like him. Strong, determined, in charge. Hear that, Bemelmans? In charge, and I'm in charge. Don't you forget it.
No, sir. Never forget it.
Better not. The next time I could be your commanding officer. Now I remember him telling me stories of the war to save the Union. You do know what I'm talking about, don't you?
Yes, sir. Certainly. Saves the Union.
Good. You're in the United States now. Not to know everything there is to know about us, especially since you're in our army.
Yes, sir. I call it my war with the United States.
What did you say?
Oh, no, sir. Not my war against the United States. My war with the United States. I'm one of you now.
You had better keep that to yourself. What you call it, that is.
Yes, sir. Mine's a secret, huh?
Best that no one ever knows. Not that you're likely to make anything of yourself, so I guess it won't really matter, will it?
No, sir.
As I was saying, I have been preparing for this day my entire life. What have you been preparing for, Bemelmans?
Oh, nothing, sir. Nothing at all.
Not surprising. You have got to put everything you have into it. Not that I would expect you to understand that.
What? No, sir. Yes, sir.
Make up your mind. That's the problem with youngsters today. There's no commitment. You have got to commit to it like I did. You have got to know what you want to pursue and make your parents proud like I have. Remember that. Right.
Yes, sir.
Another thing. Stop all of that heel clicking. We don't do that here. It's annoying.
Yes, sir.
Carry on.
That was close.
Almost didn't make it through.
Once my duty watching over Walter and Fred ended, I was sent to work in the isolation hospital. It's a little stone building down next to the old fort. There's room for 2 patients and 2 workers. Volunteers were needed. There are 2 cases of scarlet fever. Beardsley and I had both had the fever, so we are immune. One of us takes the day shift and the other one's the night.
All right, Beardsley, Bemelmans. You have a serious duty in the isolation hospital. These men are very ill, and you must tend to their every need. Dr. Grillmeyer will check on them as needed. And if you need the doctor, you can call him on the telephone. It is very important for the patient's recovery that they have the best diet to build up their systems. So you can order whatever you need from the main kitchen and the commissary.
By the time Beardsley and I had arrived, the patients were already there. One of them was a quiet, colorless man. The other one was a quarrelsome lout named Carey. We don't like him very much. He has no manners. And he's stupid. Anyway, the quiet, colorless man had been discharged the day before, but Carey still had about another week to go. So, do you think that maybe, Carey and Nurse Powers might be related? I can't stand either of them.
Oh.
Could you imagine if they had children together?
You know, Benny, we haven't been working this duty the way we could.
What do you mean?
Powers has said we could have all the food we need.
So?
I say we take advantage of the commissary at our fingertips and start cooking a little better for ourselves.
What are you two talking about?
None of your business.
I'm hungry!
Steak for us. It's swieback and milk for you. Stay in bed.
I smell...
Oh, so what's the plan,
I have a way to shut up our friend in there.
Oh, what does that all mean?
I smelled bacon earlier. Why didn't I get some?
That is nothing to concern you. The doctor wants to keep you on a soft diet. Stick out your tongue.
I smelled cigar smoke a while ago. I want to smoke!
Cigar smoke, bacon, you must be hallucinating. Nothing like that allowed in the isolation hospital. Your turn.
I need to feel your stomach. Yeah? Oh, soft, yeah. It's very soft. Oh, so weich. So weich.
Well, what do you expect? All you feed me is that gruel. I need real food.
But not until Dr. Grillmeyer orders, yeah? Until then, you just rest.
Bear me a heads up. I spilled my coffee on your chair. I am sorry.
I heard you got a part of the new play, yeah?
Yes, Lord Dumfries, A Night at the Inn. I'm really scared of a play. Don't know what I got myself into.
You? Laughing talked me into dancing like a fawn. I don't want to think about it. I'm going to make a complete ass of myself.
I hear Loving talk one of the nurses into dancing with you.
But not exactly. I mean, she dances, yes. We prance, yeah. I mean, we are fawns after all. Half-naked fawns. Out there for the whole world to see.
Is Summer Sprouts going to come?
What did I tell you?
All right. I'm sorry. Is Evelyn coming?
Well, certainly. I mean, there's a dance afterwards, after all. You know, I hadn't thought about her seeing me stripped naked to the waist.
I'm sure she'll enjoy seeing your body on display.
What are you talking about in there?
None of your business, sir.
I want some supper!
Oh. There will be no supper for you. You are a very sick man. Stay in bed.
I don't feel sick!
Believe me, you are sick.
So what is for dinner?
Well, I have a nice steak sent over. Big enough for both of us. Some fresh veggies and rice. And here's to this not spilling.
Oh, big steak. Is it as big as an elephant cutlet, yeah?
A what?
An elephant cutlet. I'll tell you the story. Once upon a time, there were two men in Vienna who wanted to open a restaurant. One of them was a dentist who was tired of working on teeth. The other was a famous cook. The dentist was very nervous because there were already so many restaurants in Vienna. But the cook had an idea. Their restaurant would be unlike any restaurant in the world. They would serve Finally, after much discussion, the restaurant was finally opened. Their first guest was a distinguished countess. She's seated, and the waiter asks her, "What would you like to order, madame?" "I would like an elephant cutlet, sautéed in butter, with spaghetti, a fillet of anchovy, and an olive on top." So the waiter goes back to the kitchen to place the order. "Jesus, Mary and Joseph," the dentist says. "Now what are we going to do?" The cook puts on a clean apron, walks out to the house, up to the distinguished countess and says, "Madame ordered an elephant cutlet?" "Yes." "Madame wanted the cutlet sautéed in butter with spaghetti over it, a fillet of anchovy, and an olive on top." "Yes." "Madame is alone?" "No." "Yes." "Madame expects nobody else?" "No." "And Madame wants only one cutlet?" "Yes, but why all these questions?" "Because I'm sorry, Madame, but for one cutlet, we cannot cut up our elephant."
Well, that takes care of the elephant. Now what about the jackass in the other room? It's time we shut him up once and for all.
What are you two talking about in there? What's the doctor say about me? I've been in here long enough. I want to talk to the doctor.
We're calling him now. Dr. Grillmeyer, Beardsley here in the isolation hospital. It's about patient Carey. Yes, well, he does not seem to be improving.
Yes, I am. Yes, I am.
Yes, I have seen it before as well. Just when you think they're out of it, this terrible complication sets in.
Complication? What complication?
God, I hope the poor devil hasn't got it.
God, what?
Thank you, doctor.
Complication? What complication?
It's like this. I saw this man once, just like Carey. The cases were identical. You think it's one disease, and it turns out to be another. Same symptoms. Fever, heavy breathing, then shortness of breath, gasping for air. Then the stomach starts to stick out like a barrel, while the head bends backwards, with the legs curling underneath. The man died in a circle. They had to bury him in a round coffin.
Help me! Help me! I can't breathe.
Go straighten him out and calm him down. I'll call the doctor back. Dr. Grillmeyer, sorry to call you back so soon, but Carey has gotten much worse. What? Of course. Right away. How do you, soldier?
What's happening to me?
I want you to sit up. Now, take this pen and pad and write a message to... Are you married?
No.
Have a girlfriend?
Mm-mm.
Your parents? Good. Write them a message. When you're done, put it in this envelope and address it to them. We'll make sure they get it.
Okay.
I am going to need a specimen.
Oh. And then an animal?
Probably too late for that. All right, Carey. We need you to pee in this bottle for us.
Why? I don't think I can.
I think we have just one more test left to run, yeah?
You didn't write anything.
I couldn't think of what to say.
But we only have a little more time left, yeah?
I'm done. Here, I did the best I could.
Lie back down. You'll need all the rest you can get. Bemelmans, go test this specimen. Bring back the surgical tray.
Surgical tray?
We just need to do one minute. Whoa. Not good. Not good at all.
No.
It's just as I feared. We might as well tell him. That's the proof.
Think?
Tell me what? Proof of what?
One more test. I'm afraid we are going to have to prep you for surgery. The doctor is going to want to operate right away.
Right away?
Right away.
Let me show you. First, they make incisions up here, then down here, and do you have any children?
No.
That's too bad. I'm sure when they're done with the operation, they'll try to put everything back the way it was.
Back where it was!
Oh, I'm sure everything will work, just the way it's supposed to. You know what I mean.
Then, they connect these 4 incisions with one long one down the middle and lay it all out so... Cover him up. Isolation Hospital, Beardsley here. Yes, sir. Of course, sir. In the morning? Oh.
What was that all about, huh?
Meyer is coming by in the morning to discharge Carey. Well, he's certain he's ready to go back on duty.
Well, Chief, what are we going to do now?
Tell him?
I got it. Carey! 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 Good news, yeah? Sometimes, in cases such as yours, the symptoms, they go away just as fast as they can. So, let me ask you now. Are you feeling any pain here?
No.
Ha! Good! If you can go for 1 hour without any pain, you'll be cured.
Cured? Just like that?
I'll just keep track of the time. How do you open these things?
No pain. How much longer?
58 minutes.
Oh.
I know. I told you I had to be a fawn. I'm brown all over.
Oh, I all over?
Yes, all over. I clean up before the dance, so no worries. You are still coming to the dance, yeah?
Of course I am. I got this new dress just for the dance.
Oh, it's lovely. It's just like you.
Oh.
Evelyn, come sit down.
Yes, Mother.
Go get ready to do your little dance, Private. May I sit with you?
Wouldn't you rather sit with your fellow soldiers?
Actually, I prefer the view from here.
Very well, if you like.
Have I seen you on base before?
I come here with Ludwig.
What's he doing over there? Oh, why are you talking to her? You get away from there, you pompous ass, huh?
Good evening, everyone. It's so good to see you all here tonight. As you know, this production is given in support of the Oswego Hospital, with arrangements made under the auspices of the Poplar Twig of the Hospital Auxiliary. Our program tonight has 3 parts to it. You will be treated to a new pantomime conceived by Charles Sprague and me, then a production of A Night at the Inn, which I will say more about later, and then finally everyone is invited to remain behind for dancing.
Oh.
Dancing?
First we present Fawn's Rout, and we are very pleased that Nurse Carey Shops has consented, after a moderate degree of persuasion, to dance alongside our soldiers. So, without any further delay, Fawn's Rout.
Yes, she is.
Is she as accomplished in dealing with the men?
Sir?
You know what I mean.
I'm not certain I do. If I may, I believe he's referring to our nursing abilities.
Yes. Is she as accomplished as a nurse as she is
Exactly. My nurses are excellent when it comes to taking care of men in bed. Damn it. They're good nurses.
What happened to Bemelmans? He darted off the stage like he'd seen a ghost. It must be stage fright. We're fortunate that he is stationed here and not across the Atlantic in the front line. Nurse, what did you think of this performance? I hope it was intended to be a comedy.
It was quite humorous, wasn't it?
Well, seeing those men with their bare chests in public might have offended some in the audience.
Not that we haven't seen more than that.
Well, all in good fun.
I'm afraid your Bemelmans isn't much of a dancer.
Unless you are going to behave like a gentleman around Evelyn, I would suggest you find another seat.
My apology for that rather abrupt ending. It seems that something must have disagreed with Private Bemelmans. I'm sure it'll be just fine. However, one of our actors did break his leg, but has agreed that the show must go on. And now on to our play, A Night at the Inn. Written by Lord Dunsany, who is currently captain of the Irish Fusiliers serving somewhere in Flanders. The play is the best of Lord Dunsany's pen, and will not only entertain you, but frighten you as well. So prepare yourselves for A Night at the Inn.
Don't worry, ladies. I will protect you.
I think we can take care of ourselves quite well.
I wish Luddy was here.
What's his idea, I wonder?
I don't know.
And how much longer will he keep us here?
We've been here for 3 days.
Haven't seen a soul.
And a pretty penny it cost us when he rented the pub.
How long do you think he rented the pub for?
You never know with him.
It's lonely enough.
How long you rent the pub for, Toff?
Oh, hey, such a toff.
Yeah, he's clever, no mistake.
Don't worry about those heathen priests. The clerical priest, I gave him the slip. All 3 of them, I did.
You give him the slip, Albert?
All 3 of them. The one with the fellows with the gold spots on their foreheads. They were following me, and I gave them the slip.
How'd you do it?
Well, I had the ruby, and they were following me. I had the ruby.
What did you do?
Well, they knew I had the ruby. Yes, they know I have it.
How'd they know? You didn't know it.
No, but they kind of know, like I was trying to say. I had the ruby then.
They kind of know?
Listen, I had the ruby, and they were trying to mooch after me. And I tells the policeman, and he says, they won't hurt me. When I think of what they did to poor old Jim in Malta.
Good George, back in Bombay.
Quite interesting conversation, I'd say.
Mysterious. I love a mystery. I suppose that's why I went into nursing. What about you, Cavanaugh?
It's strange and perplexing, but perhaps it will be clearer as it goes along.
Where's Luddy? I thought he was coming out to sit with us.
Well, don't worry. I can keep you company.
I'm not worried about anything, except you.
Why would you worry about me?
Don't answer him, dear. Watch the play.
And remember, you've only my wits between you and death. And don't put your futile plans against those of an educated gentleman.
If you're a gentleman, why don't you go amongst gentlemen instead of the likes of us, huh?
Because I was too clever for them. As I am too clever for you.
Too clever for them, you. Ha!
I never lost a game of cards in my life.
You never lost a game.
Not when there was money in it.
Well, well.
Have a game of poker.
No.
No thanks.
Then do as you're told.
All right.
I saw something just then. Hadn't we better draw the curtains?
No.
What?
Don't draw the curtains.
Why not?
But they can see us, and one doesn't let the enemy do that. I don't understand why.
No, of course you don't.
All right.
No revolvers.
Why not?
Because I don't want any noise at my party. We might get guests that hadn't been invited. Knives are a different matter.
I think they're coming, Toff.
Not yet.
When will they come?
When I am quite ready to receive them, not before.
What will you do when they come in?
I shall do nothing.
What?
They will creep up behind me. And you, my friends, will do what you can.
All right, Toff, trust us.
If you're a little slow, you will see enacted the cheerful spectacle that accompanied the demise of Jim.
All right, we'll be there.
Very well. Now watch me. Now, I shall sit with my back to the door. You go out one by one, so far as our friends can make out. Crouch very low to be on the safe side. They mustn't see you through the windows. Remember, no revolvers.
Here goes our whiskey.
I believe the police are proverbially inquisitive. Off.
Lonnie! Are you all right? You disappeared so quickly. Was it over?
It was for me. What's he doing here? Huh?
He asked if he could sit with us. I didn't want to be impolite. Bloody, I don't like this play. Look, they're killing each other.
Yes. But Beardsley said it was a very strange play. That's what he said. But don't worry. I'm here now. I will protect you from whatever or whomever I need to, yeah?
Isn't that Bemelmans over there?
Seems to have made a speedy recovery.
I think the problem was with his heart rather than his stomach.
Good old Toff!
Field Deputy General Lord Premier.
Well, we are now a bit of supper.
Toff, you saved our lives and made our fortunes.
Isn't he such a clever fella?
Ear, ear.
And
He foresees everything!
And here's to Bill, who saved me twice tonight.
I couldn't have done it but for your cleverness.
Yeah! I told you he foresees everything.
A speech, Toff. A speech from our general.
Well, get me some whiskey.
You got whiskey.
I do. Water! Bring me water. The whiskey has gotten over my head, and I must keep it clear till our friends are safe in the cellar. You! Go out to the garden and fetch me a drink of water.
Yeah, go on.
Let's go a moment faster, Speedy.
Go on now. Fast. Whatever you want.
Let's go, Speedy McGee.
This, my friends,
So,
rich.
I've been thinking about my share in that ruby. Here's your whiskey. I don't want it anymore, Top. I don't want it.
Nonsense.
You should have it yourself. You should have it yourself. Only says I don't want that share in that here ruby. I don't want it, Top. I don't want it.
Do you want to turn informer?
Damn! No. I only don't want the ruby.
No more nonsense. We're all in this together. If one hangs, we all hang. But they won't outwit me. Besides, it's not a hanging affair. They have their knives.
Top. Oh, wasn't I always one to say give Top a chance? Well, take back my share in the ruby. I don't want it anymore.
What's
I
the
don't want
matter?
it.
What are you driving at?
Have you seen the police?
There's no
police. Well then, what's the matter?
Take it back, Top. I don't want it anymore. Take it back.
What has he seen?
I have seen so
Don't
I don't want to
move.
go. I don't want to go now. Ah!
Jacob Smith, able seaman.
I can't go, Top. I can't do it. They won't make me. I can't go.
Arnold
I can't
Roberts,
go.
rescue.
No.
Able seaman.
I did not see it.
Well, that's the worst play I've ever seen.
Very good, as usual. I'm not a theater person, you know, but this seemed somewhat strange to me. I didn't quite understand it, and that creature was abominable.
Hopefully no one was overcome with fear.
I really don't know what to make of that.
Stimulating, quite stimulating.
Bloody, hold my hand. It frightened me.
Oh, of course. Well, there's no need to be frightened here. It's just a play. Besides, I'm right here. You know what? Why don't I go clear the floor so we can start the dance, yes?
Oh, don't be long.
Oh, I shan't. Oh, very far away. Did you go to the New York Candy Kitchen today?
Well, not without you. Well, that's our place to go together. Some of my friends went, but it's not the same without you. The ice cream there is so delicious, but it's better when it's shared with someone.
Evelyn, I'm going out to meet your father. We'll be waiting in the lobby for you. When you're ready, Ludwig can bring you out to meet us and we can all go home together.
Certainly.
I'll be watching from the lobby. Not too long, dear.
No, Mother. Not long.
Hello, Summer Sprouts.
What did he
Totally
say?
Nothing. He said nothing. There's nothing. You know what? Why don't we start the dance? Yeah. Time for John Paul Jones. Pick your partner. You must have dripped down my arms.
Look at Summer Sprouts.
Will you shut up?
Watch out, he might draw his pistol.
Nah, he doesn't have it with him. We're safe.
Bloody, what have you
I didn't think that.
No! You didn't think! And now my dress is ruined!
Effie!
It's time we went home.
Bye-bye, summer sprouts.
Effie!
Sorry about the girl. I know you really liked her. Stick to the nurses. They're more fun.
Femi, it will get better.
Oh, will it, huh?
In a couple of days, go to her house to apologize. Take her some flowers.
Did you see what happened? I ruined her new dress. No, she'll never forgive me for that.
You might be surprised.
Oh, it was this stupid play. I never should have done it.
You can't take back what's already been done.
Oh, the look on her mother's face. You'll never let me anywhere near Evelyn ever again.
Give it time.
Oh, you don't know them the way I do.
Time heals all wounds.
Not this time. I don't think so.
It will. Come, back with me to the fort.
You go. I need some time by myself to think.
Come on, we'll walk together.
No, I don't.
Bemelmans! Bemelmans! Can you come give me a hand?
Ignore them. Don't do anything stupid.
Yeah, I'm going to her house now.
I don't think that's a good idea.
Would you just go back? Go! I will be along when I'm ready, yeah?
All right. But don't be late or you'll be in more trouble.
Evelyn never did want to see me again after that. The next day on the bulletin board there was a sign. Apparently a hospital for the insane was being organized at Camp Porter in Buffalo, and they were asking for volunteers. Nobody was going to be forced to go. Well, I was very interested. Unfortunately, Beardsley was not interested. Ah, well, I had my transfer all arranged. I did have some time though to say goodbye to Evelyn, and to Beardsley, and to Fort Ontario, and Oswego. My war with the United States would have to be waged elsewhere. A hospital for the insane. What am I getting myself into?